What's up, my Deuterinos? The name is Cruggles, and we're back with another episode of Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. Oh. So this time, okay. So last time, the Sheriff of New York directly came to our door and started asking us some questions. And kind of set a mood of, hey, who can you trust? Haha. um, but also we did, if I remember correct, I also did the thing where I found a reporter and I ended up having to beat him up a little bit, and I felt bad afterwards because it was just kind of sad. No, so, anyways, this is night 10. Knock, knock. You'd ask who's there, but you don't know if the sheriff of New York City would play along. When you open the door, you see him toying with the car keys he's holding in his hand. Ready to go, fledgling? You don't feel like it, but you give him a nod nevertheless. Excellent. Stay close. Oh, right, because he told me that has been making that I had to set something up with yeah, we have to meet our character's girlfriend. Fuck. He leads you down to the vehicle he's parked nearby. Once again, he takes the wheel, literally and figuratively. Everything inside is just the way you remember it, down to the rearview mirror reflecting the intense stare of your guide. However, the trip itself feels notably different. The last time Kadir drove you around, he was forcibly dragging you away from your old life. This time, he's pulling you back into it. All the things you wanted to say to keep keep running through your head. Let me tell you how it's going to go. As I've said, I've arranged a meeting between you and your kin. It's going to take place somewhere you should know very well. I'll watch over you two from a safe distance to make sure you adhere to the rules. You should know those very well, but I'll reiterate just so you can't say I didn't warn you. Or just so you can't ever say I didn't warn you. It's important because emphasizing. Don't do anything that would violate the masquerade. Don't establish some secret routes of contact. I will know. Do treat it as the last time you two will meet. Take this chance to wrap everything up. Here's your story. You're fine. Found yourself at a crossroads. Decided to radically change your life and move out of the city. The subway is unbearable. The rent is too high. They've heard it all. You were ready to leave New York for good when you heard those absurd rumors about taking your own life. So you've decided to set the record straight. He gives you a knowing look, and close the curtains on your relationship once and for all, on your terms. The car makes a sudden turn. I'll leave the finer details to you. Just be so kind and don't make me regret it. You can sense he's going out of his way for you, but doesn't try to force you into gratitude by stating it plainly. If you know, you know. He'll see if you are worthy of his aid. We're here. You take a look around and recognize your destination. He was right. It is a familiar place. It's that club. The one you met your future sire in while trying to forget about Jess. This is where they last saw poor Cruggles. Who knows whatever might have happened to him? One Jessica Lowell is trying to find out. She got a tip from an anonymous source saying that you might appear here tonight. Wouldn't want to disappoint the lady, would you? She's apparently quite distraught. He turns off the engine and relaxes comfortably in his seat. You silently leave the car and head straight for the club. The last time you were headed this way, you still had a pulse. Feels almost nostalgic. There's a party getting started and some rookie DJ is trying to read the crowd. You begin to look for Jess. You wonder what the first thing you say to her should be. Why did you let me die? Hey, how are you doing? You really took me for the suicidal type? Yeah, that should work. The music is pulsing and there are good vibes in the air. You spot a girl hurrying to the bathroom with a nosebleed. The smell is faint, but it gets you in the mood to have some fun. However, Kadir indicated he's got a pair of eyes around here somewhere. Better stick to the plan. A stupid idea pops into your head. If you meet her and she says, I want to be with you again, what would you do? You know what? Considering how it ended last time, I need to... What's done is done. Best not to dwell on it. By now, it feels like you've explored all the places Jess could have been. It's getting frustrating. You grab the cheapest drink they have from the bar. A tall blonde girl in a stylish skirt smiles at you from behind heart-shaped glasses. You smile back, but this is no time for the heart to guide the hand. You walk past her, back to your duty. You mimic taking a sip of your drink. God, you could have been having so much fun tonight. You could. Accidentally stumble into Jessica when you least expect it. She looks at you as if she's seen a ghost. You freeze up, trying to come up with something to say and failing. The last few years of your life flash before your eyes. Wait, what was the line you decided to open the conversation with? Before you remember, a powerful slap takes you out of your stupor. You stupid motherfucker. Guess she gets the first line. You realize you've spilled your drink all over your clothes. I've been so worried. I've been so fucking worried. Call everyone I knew just to look for you. And you're having fun. You're just having fun clubbing? You thought it would be funny to drop all contact with everyone? Pretend something happened to you? What, you wanted to see my reaction? She slaps you once again. You let some sort of dissociation set in and just watch the situation as it unfolds. I'll let everybody know you're okay, but don't you ever show yourself in front of me again. She turns her back on you and disappears into the crowd, walking towards the exit. You look around. You notice the heart-shaped glasses girl chuckling in the distance. You're no longer in the mood to party. Guess you'll follow Jessica's lead and leave. Better not keep the sheriff waiting. Well, at the very least you can say this. She still cares. That's nice. Yeah. No, she doesn't. I don't think she cares as much as she just feels guilty. So, I mean, because I know, like, experience with this type of shit. She's not... it's not so much she cares as much as it is she was probably just guilty and wanted to, when she heard the rumor about suicide. But, you know, it's not his fault, and she's just being a bitch to our player. But whatever. Back to QADIR'S car. Once you close the door, he instantly puts his foot on the gas pedal. Walking off the pitch with no regrets. Is that everything you had to say? You speak up without thinking. Yeah, she said she'll call off the search. Getting her to accept that it was over took some harsh words, but deep down, I think she knew it was time to say farewell once and for all. She's a little shaken up, but she'll live. You spot a playful spark in QADIR'S eyes. You took care of it like a man, did you? Good. Very good. The people we knew in life have this tendency to briefly reappear in our own lives. One night, let's say 20 years from now, she might spot you on the street. You won't have aged a day from now, and even though she'll tell herself that can't be you, she'll be jealous, and if you look happy, she'll feel regret over what could have been. So, for the sake of the night your paths cross once again, I hope you'll search for your own happy. Oh. That's actually, I think, one of the nicest things he's ever said to me. The car speeds up to a cross in an intersection before the light turns red. You give QADIR a good, hard look. Thanks. It doesn't feel like a, how do you call it, very vampire thing to say, but you say it nonetheless. He's very taken aback, and his usually furrowed brow smooths out for a moment. Then he takes on a serious, slightly sorrowful expression. Don't suck up to me, kid. Mr. Bad Guy is still here, and without a doubt, he will go back to decapitating suckers like you anytime now. There he is. The car starts slowing down. We're here. You look out the window and see your haven. Take care. I'll see you around. Just pray I don't have to see you too often. You leave the car and start walking to your haven, thinking about QADIR. Can't say you're fond of him, what with the welcome he gave you and all, but after tonight, you can't say you aren't either. You're going to need some more time to understand him, that's for sure. He definitely seems like a man who's just stuck trying to do his job and getting screwed over a little bit. Okay, so I do need to take care of this. Oh, wait, we already started that one. I want to know more about that thing with the Benoit, the faith person thing. At the same time, there's so much going on here. There's so much going on here. I don't know what to do. Okay. Juno, the notes. You find the mystery of Agathon's research tantalizing enough to pay him a visit. I know need to see. I know that I need to see D'Angelo again. It's been a little while since I've seen Hope. I don't want to have to do this again right after I already tried taking care of the reporter. We have the issue with the stalker still, which I feel like is important, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me enough, because part of it is like, okay, we know that it's some invisible vampire, and I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's someone who I don't know, something tells me that it's not something that should be giving me a whole lot of anxiety, but at the same time, maybe it should be giving me more anxiety in this game. Let's see. I do want to know more about the faith thing. Because it's probably, but at the same time, so I think it's this thing that I want to do, or one of these. Well, this one, it wouldn't make as much sense to do it tonight, because it's as you leave your haven. So, yeah, I need to follow up on Hope. It's been longer than it has been since the Agathon thing. I need to follow up with Hope. Hope is about to head out into the city. Accompany her and see her true face. When you get to the internet cafe, Hope is already waiting out front. The sight catches you off guard. A part of you suspected that she might be more of a shut-in. My haven is my castle type. At Schumacher 2002. Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in, get in, get in. She doesn't wait for your response and jumps behind the wheel of a lavender vintage roadster instead. The engine starts roaring expectantly, causing everyone's heads to turn. Not wanting to attract needless attention, you quickly slip into the backseat of the car. The moment you shut the door behind you, the vehicle sets off, tires screeching. Oh boy. At 0 to 100 real quick. Sorry for not bringing you up to speed first, but hey, this is NYC. Everyone's always in a rush. And this is even more true when you're kindred. At bussy work? What? Bussy? Now allow me to take care of some business, and I'll be right with you. Even as she's zooming through traffic, she's still on her phone, of course. A nice car. How do you afford that? Vroom vroom at vroom vroom beep beep. Thank you. The lavender really brings out its character, doesn't it? At bussy work. About affording things in the city, it's pretty hard. You gotta be at the top of your game at all times. At bussy work. Might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. At Discus BTC. So another extremely online Malk based in New York goes by the name of dev/null. Told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. That's how I got into Bitcoin. At Discus BTC. And I found a new religion. 23-year-olds selling visions of governments replaced by benign code and decentralized consensus. Mass is ruled by algorithms as just as the laws of physics. Idiot man-child investors trying to shape their realities through sheer fanatical zeal. And dedicated collectors of things as abstract as rare SHA-256 decryptions. Her driving style is far more aggressive and dangerous than you're comfortable with. Is it just you, or does she peek into the rearview mirror more often than she looks straight ahead? A hyper-speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life savings can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet. How could I refuse the allure? I started buying low and selling high on a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me with 100 times leverage, as in they lend me 100 times the capital I could bet with. I got lucky at the beginning and kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing, impulsively, recklessly. I got to the point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I cashed out. The car comes to an abrupt halt. You bump up against the seat in front of you. At 100 to 0 real quick. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I'll need you to do me a favor. Where? Where exactly? At Young Hot Petite Ingenue. I'm meeting a guy here. Well, you are, but I'll lend one of my handles to you for a minute. At Young Hot Petite Ingenue. See that weird guy in a Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach him. Tell him you're Young Hot Petite Ingenue. Take the phone he gives you and bring it here. Young Hot Petite Ingenue. Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. You jump out of the car and approach the man Hope has pointed out. Not a lot you can tell about him based on his appearance. Aside from the fact he seems pretty shady. The guy assumes a comically threatening pose as you approach him. The hell do you want? This looks like someone who's who's trying to date minors, to be honest. The hell do you want? I'm Young Hot Petite Ingenue. Oh, no offense, but I kind of expected a girl. I mean, no, yeah, my bad for assuming. Damn. He takes the phone out of his pocket and covertly passes it to you. Everything is prepared and preloaded according... Okay, so it's not as bad as I was expecting. Okay, and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data. Now get out of here. The man walks away with an exaggerated hip-hop gait. You jump back into Hope's car. She immediately steps on the gas. At Young Hot Petite Ingenue. You got the phone? You're the best. Pass it to me, please. She connects the two smartphones using a cable and begins some sort of data transfer. Looks like it's an identical model. After a minute or so, the process is complete. At Young Hot Petite Ingenue. Alright, goodbye, lovely. You've served me well. Hope opens the car window, grabs her old phone. You're not expert enough to recognize the exact model, but it definitely looks like it had an $800 price tag slapped on it, and she tosses it out the window. Surprised, you look behind you and see a car in the opposite lane run over the abandoned device. Hope notices your quizzical look. At off-the-grid lifestyle. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use some cheap piece of shit, so it's an pretty expensive necessity. Intersection, red light. She takes advantage of the moment to shoot a driving selfie that strategically excludes her face and upload it to Instagram. You notice her handle there is Versace Beauty? Okay. At Discuss BTC. Now I was telling you a story. Cashing out. Right. At some point toward the end of 2017, I become convinced I need to cash out. There was no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be no grapes of wrath for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to be a series of profoundly antisocial, disconnected events. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of lone millennials who rejected all modern values and kept atoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin back in 2013. Another abrupt last-second turn. You are pressed against the window. What the hell is it with her and her driving style? Or just her driving style. Bet a life you never wanted to live anyway and get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Untether yourself from all worldly desires. Find joy in suicidal ideation. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's as abstract as a video game score, a bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena, the elite NYC social circles. Not because I wanted to scam them and make war, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. At Wealth Haver. Wait, hang on. Was that the... I completely missed something here. Hang on. Oh, it changed from Discuss BTC. Oh, Discuss Bitcoin to Wealth Haver. I mean, of course, I had to scam them in the process, but it was only in service of becoming something more than a star. A constellation. Another abrupt stop. This time, next to it, the entrance of a shifty-looking back alley. At Leaky Gut Syndrome. Alright, friend. This time you're at Leaky Gut Syndrome. Whistleblower extraordinaire. Whenever a press sneak fuck wants a leak, you've got it. Got it? At Leaky Gut Syndrome. Sorry for putting you out there in my place, but I only personally contact people as a last resort. Gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. At Leaky Gut Syndrome. And since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in this back alley. He's paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in this city. Oh shit. Retrieve it. I will circle the area, make sure we aren't in danger right now. When you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything clear? Good. You exit the car and see it drive away in a hurry, then head into the narrow passageway. Sure enough, there's a man waiting for you at the end of the back street, unshaven, wearing wrinkled clothes, with a nervous eye tick. He looks even dodgier than the last guy you met. When you approach, he gives you a mean look. You lost or something? I'm Leaky Gut Syndrome. You said you've got a little something that might interest me? Of course. Straight to the point, aren't you? Alright then. Clumsily, he produces a USB stick from his front shirt pocket and holds it before your face. When you reach out to take it, he pulls his hand back and gives you a sly grin. Getting all this data was risky, you know. Miss Montgomery is an unusually secretive person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than I expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think. The more you ask around about her, the more you expect a letter saying, give up your inquiries which are completely useless at your doorstep, perhaps attached to a severed cat head. You catch my drift? The secrecy surrounding her screams, friends in high places, brave new world order, Illuminati shit, you know? Makes me think I deserve some hazard pay. Looks pretty shady, to be honest. And, like, if he's telling the truth, I get where he's coming from, but I feel like he's lying a little bit. I ran a background check on you. You're not just some random schmuck off the street. No way you didn't know what you were walking into when you took on this job. And if you really didn't, I doubt you're the kind of journalist who can gather intel worth shit. You're bluffing the hell out of him, unsure if it's going to work. It does. The man spits on the ground angrily and raises his hand in surrender. Alright. I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that, okay? My bad, okay? He said okay twice. Whoops. Anyways, he extends the hand holding the flash drive toward you again. You take it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Not really sure what it's about, but one of my informants claims you might be interested in this. He reaches into his inner jacket and presents you with something wholly unexpected. It's a bag of blood, labeled simply as ABRH-. You take a closer look, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that just appeared in your mind. You peek into the journalist's cold blue eyes and see them twitch uncontrollably. Don't ask me, they said you'll know what to do with it, Leaky Gut. Come on, take it. I'm not taking his blood. Fine, I'll take it. Grab the bag. Anything else? Yeah, I don't think so. Thanks for your cooperation. Another eye twitch in an awkward silence. You hide the blood bag under your clothes and leave the alley the way you came. Hope's car appears just behind the corner just as you walk out onto the street. It doesn't even fully stop when you approach, but slows down just enough so that you can jump in. The moment you close the door, she leans into the gas pedal with her full strength, causing the engine to roar. Her driving style definitely doesn't reflect how laid back she seems as a person. At Leaky Gut Syndrome. We've got it? You throw the flash drive onto the seat next to her. At Leaky Gut Syndrome. Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go? You relate the entire back alley encounter to her. Toward the end of the story, you notice she's not staring at the road or her phone, but directly at your face. The realization startles you. At Bloody Mary and Adderall. You've got that bag of blood with you? You place it on the seat next to her. She peeks at the label. She looks at it again. Then she steps on the brakes. At Vulgar. Fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck! I'm okay. She grabs both the bag and flash drive you've obtained and throws them out the window. Looks like that's her favorite method of taking care of problems. Bloody Mary and Adderall. That bag was a message. AB negative. It used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found in less than 1% of the United States population. Glad he didn't drink it. Who knows what they've done to the bag. Some NYC vets can tell you wild stories about using irradiated blood to locate and kill other kindred. Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from him. Bloody Mary and Adderall. Better safe than sorry, yeah. Still, I wonder if they would have done anything to his blood. That would be some kind of 5-dimensional chess move. But yeah, this contact is compromised and needs to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist frenemy, and goodbye, dear Leaky Gut Syndrome. You've both outlived your usefulness. After a brief period of hesitation, she deletes the Whistleblower Extraordinaire account and sighs. Another one bites the dust. At Wealth Haver. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin and then, where did I stop? Scamming. Oh, right. You know who saw the real face of the city? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? A Russian working class girl. Born as Anna Sorokin. Oh, I've heard of this story. She's gonna tell the story. She moved to New York in 2013, convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich trust fund kid, a wealthy German heiress, and she basically scammed other people. Because, why would rich people... Because, rich people ask for money all the time. Manhattan elites totally fell for it, and they bought it for years while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000. Sorokin created her Delvey persona out of thin air. Convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund. And kept tasting all of life's finest pleasures while being basically broke. She even made up a fake family financial advisor, then killed him off when he became a liability, and apparently most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out of shame. By now you're sure. The way she scrutinizes her surroundings, her reckless driving, she's trying to escape somebody. That makes sense with the way she's having me do her favors, the way she's the way she has had to, the way she's constantly looking in the rearview mirror rather than ahead of her, throwing the flash drive and her phone out the window. At Wealth Haver. Now Delvey's locked up with murderers and Rikers, writing her memoirs, apparently picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart. She'll be forever an inspiration. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds, and I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old... many more made-up people than just some old-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass wants to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes it super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen it firsthand, both as a deceiver and the deceived. It's a city of illusions. Make non-existent money, come up with a fictional status, play nonsensical Camarilla games. I mean, we're playing a nonsensical Camarilla game right now. And one day you might just find yourself at the top. Alright, we're reaching our last stop. You look around. You're coming up on a parking garage. At Devil Woman Doctor. You're going to take an elevator to the 70th... Hang on, I want to check something. Okay, it was still Wealth Haver until this message. You're going to take an elevator to the 70th floor. Give the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card. It contains an art house movie I've made. A what? You mean a vampire movie? You mean vampire movie? Yes, a movie you've seen me rehearse in my haven. You didn't think I was doing that just for show, did you? I found some filthy rich Manhattan purrs who will pay a fortune for a convincing vampire camp show. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. When we give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in the city. So your nickname this time is going to be a Crash. You're momentarily dazed and can't immediately understand what happened. The first thing you know for sure is if you were still a normal human being, you'd be dead. You replay the last few seconds in your head. The other car that appeared out of nowhere and crashed into Hope's vehicle at the maximum speed it was able to achieve in this closed-off space. Holy shit. The driver has already managed to kick open the mangled door next to him and stumble out of his seat. Now he wordlessly approaches the trunk and takes a large caliber silenced pistol out of it. Oh shit, she is trying to... He starts approaching the lavender wreck of Hope's car, obviously ready to finish the job that he started. You have to be fast and violent. It's you or him now. I'm saving Hope. Your instincts take over. You don't come up with a strategy or an optimal route. You simply start running towards the gunman, yelling. For a split second, he's completely dumbfounded. Then he opens fire. The bullets put a brief stop to your sprint. You're engulfed in pain, your flesh and clothes being shredded to bits. But when his magazine runs out, you're still standing and determined to move forward. He tries to act as quickly as possible, but he can't reload his weapon before you get to him. A tackle, a primal scream, left punch, right punch, left punch, right punch. You return this cruelty tenfold to his face. When you're done, the head is barely recognizable as human. You stand above the gunman's body, trying to calm yourself and your killer instincts. That's when you hear her voice. At same but unironically. What? Hope slithers out of her car and sees you standing over your assailant. At same but unironically. Huh, you did pretty good. She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. But upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. That same but unironically knew it would be this asshole. He's been following us all day, and I just know just who he belongs to. Even before she's done talking, she's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually, she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone screen. Kara Montgomery, how may I help you? At vulgar Kara. Hope, didn't expect you to ever reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait, did something happen? Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. That's what fucking happened. Calm yourself, for Christ's sakes. This is a baseless accusation. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Come on, you know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet it up and talk it over? Hope disconnects the call and instantly blocks Kara from contacting her. You corporate shithead, you make me sick. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. At Hollaback woman, I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in my car. 30 seconds later, his body is laying on the back seat of the lavender-collared wreck. Okay, good. Take a look at the scene of carnage in front of you. At Hollaback, every second we're here gets us closer to a serious masquerade violation. I'll have to exchange my Palme d'Or-worthy masterpiece for the goods some other time. She gets behind... Wait, hang on. Was that the... Okay, Hollaback woman. Sorry. She gets behind the wheel and you follow her inside the car. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now, I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed, and plan our counterattack. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come perfectly clear. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die. She disappears into traffic, and you disappear into your place. That... Okay, so that made the episode... Okay, that made the episode... That was a 25-minute quest there. Holy shit. And the other quest was like 10 minutes or so. So that would be like... I typically try to... I ideally preferred these episodes to be like 40 minutes long. So this was actually a good length here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm gonna be trying to. I'm definitely gonna be playing this game on my own time. I just don't know. Especially because right now, so the day I'm recording this is August 27th. Act 3 of Destiny 2 just released. I'm essentially just waiting for. I'm waiting for the TWAB to come out because we do know that there are some glitches with the new stuff that's out, and then I'll be playing. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your nights, guys.